Are you in the southern hemisphere in Singapore, Gloria?
Hi? Yeah, I'm
Hi.
here.
Yeah.
I just put on my earpiece.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Dwayne told us you're like healing your cancer. That's cool.
Yes.
Hey, let's see who shows up. Suggest unavailable. Do you want to share something, Gloria?
Really, there's nothing much except I'm still healing my cancer, which is a miracle. Because actually the doctor says no cure, but well, the real guys has guided me to the right person who gave me some health supplement, and the doctor was surprised to see me recovering. Of course, I didn't tell her. So she thought was the cancer drug who's healing, which is healing me. I refuse to go for chemo. So I'm still taking the cancer drug, and she said you're recovering very well. She thought the drugs are healing me, but another doctor told me when I was first diagnosed, she said there's no cure. But now I'm on my way to recovery. My health became normal. I could do
Oh,
what I
that's
like. I could walk quickly. I could run. I could eat a lot and all that. Previously, I was getting thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner, and everybody's something wrong with me. So that's why I went for a checkup, and they say stage 4, advanced. But now I'm recovering, which doctor was the oncologist was very surprised. So I'm taking and then the health supplement was too expensive. So I told Rebisar, I said I cannot afford. It's too expensive. Then suddenly another friend introduced me a Korean. She said this is number one in Korea, and I'm taking it till today. It's much cheaper. I pay a fraction of what I pay for the other health supplement. And I'm taking it daily, and I could sometimes take certain things which I'm not supposed to take. So now they say no sugar, which I stopped taking sugar. So now I take a little bit sugar, not every day. So I'm happy that I have recovered. I'm like normal. I could lead a normal lifestyle now. So
wow. That's cool.
and all less than 6 months.
Yeah. So what is the thing from Korea?
Oh, this one, my friend told me is developed and researched by the Korean Atomic Research Energy Institute, because the scientists are protecting themselves because they're exposed to radiation, UV ray, because they're the Atomic Research Institute. So this they researched this health supplement for 8 years because they are protecting themselves too. And they found that, but of course, the Korean government cannot say you can cure cancer. They're not allowed to. And but the scientists are taking it, and some had cancer, recovered, and all that. So my friend asked me to try to take, and I find it very good. It's very good. They brought it out to the public. Normally, it's only for the scientists to take it. So I'm taking it now, and I only pay a fraction. Previously, I know that is also very good, but too expensive. You have to buy 7 bottles for Singapore dollars 3,700. But really, I took it 3 bottles. I recovered. I know it's because they're using stem cells. I know stem cells can help because my friend told me cure cancer, but who can afford to pay quarter million, $500,000 for stem cells? So they're using stem cell, which I really recovered within 3 months, and the doctor was so shocked to see how come even they kill your cancer cells and all that, and they protect you. I'm still taking the cancer drugs. They told me don't stop. They're supposed to have lots of side effects. I do not have side effects. In fact, my hair grew a lot. I I used to have thinning hair. Normally, if you, that they already mentioned you take that drug, which is also very expensive, the drug, but the government subsidizes the company. So she said you have falling hair and so many side effects. But now my hair grew thicker, darker, and I have no side effects. So after that, then I did talk to Rebisar. I said, oh, I cannot afford that anymore. So that's why now I'm taking the Korean. This it's also a health food. But I only pay a fraction. 1 month I spend 100 over Singapore, which is as long as I work, it's affordable, and I'm taking it till now. And then, of course, the Chinese physician, no, we have Chinese who's also taking all this. He recommend plus milk thistle, for to protect your liver because you're taking cancer drugs. So I'm okay in a sense. I'm confident because the doctor told me one more test. If everything goes well, I see you in 6 months' time. So normally in Singapore, for cancer patient, they'll see you for 5 years. 6 months, 6 months, 1 year until you're truly recovered, then they'll release you. So I'm very happy now because I'm normal now. I could eat a lot. I could run. I could be active. Previously, I couldn't do all this. I had to walk so slowly because my lungs have water. That's why I'm breathless with them. But after taking the health supplement, the doctor was surprised. He said, actually, I'm supposed to go for operation to remove the water in my lung, but I don't have to. I took the health supplement, all went. So now I could breathe, I could talk. Last time I couldn't even talk properly. Even singing the new you was so difficult for me. I was breathless. So now, no, back to normal, and I'm now taking that Korean health food. So, but this Korean health food they have released to the public, and it's really good. So I only pay a fraction.
What's it called, Gloria?
Hey Mohin, hey Mohin. It's under the Otomi brand. In fact they merge with a vitamin and healthcare factory in Korea, where they also do for Chanel and all that. But for them, they're using the organic way, and I'm also even for fruits and all that. Wow, fantastic! About that detergent, which this group of scientists will research. I can wash vegetable and fruits; it turn green. You remove all the chemicals, and it's so affordable. They make it affordable for everybody, and it's very popular in Korea, in Singapore, in Malaysia, and many countries. But the what is number one seller is the hemohin, because not only high blood, all that. That's why I went for checkup. They say, oh, you don't have the three highs. I don't have diabetes. I don't have cholesterol. I don't have all this. They all these ailments plus the most important is cancer, because the scientists are taking it. They're exposed to radiation, so they develop and research for 8 years. So now they release to the public. So I'm taking it now, and I will also find it good.
Yeah, that's
So
great. You should like write out how your
and many
experience
people,
of asking Rebisar and how he showed you what to do. It's really cool.
yeah, I will guys. But I did tell them if I meant to go, I won't ask for a long life. Just give me a painless death, because cancer is painful. But then suddenly, if not, I hope to meet someone who can help me. So that's why I met a friend. So this friend say, gave me try 3 bottles. I didn't know I recover so quickly. I told this friend I cannot afford to buy, too expensive. And then after that, now another friend. So I'm taking this Korean, which is very good, affordable, and it all is less than 6 months. I was diagnosed in April. Now only coming to September, and people spend hundreds of thousands, tens. I spend less than 10,000 on my road to recovery. So maybe the next time is 6 months to see my oncologist. Yeah, the real guides helped me, and I did not have any pain when I was hospitalized. The doctors asked me, "Are you in?" No, I'm not in pain. I say there was no pain. It's normal. Yeah, I'll write up when I go for my next test. When the doctor say, "Okay, come and see me in 6 months' time," then I know. Oh, that means I've recovered very well.
Yeah, it's great. It's cool to share. Lots of people are really
Mm,
paying attention and seeing what we're doing now. And so it's good to share so more people can hear more people's experiences of what is real. It's really cool. Yeah, you sound great.
yeah.
You got lots of energy. It's good.
Yeah. Uh, and Dwayne asked me, don't go chemo. I told the doctors, a group of doctors come and talk to me. Why don't you go for chemo? So I gave lots of reasons. So in the end, over here we have patients' rights, so I didn't go for chemo. But nevertheless, they gave me very toxic cancer drugs, which is very expensive. but then it's subsidized by the Singapore government. Even my company pays for me, so I'm fine with that. Uh, so I think not going for chemo, I think it helps also.
Yeah, that's pure poison. Yeah, so it's yeah.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
but I'm also taking poisonous drugs. Is the cancer drugs are very toxic. Very, they mention all the side effects. So actually now in Singapore, if you don't go for chemo, you can go for drugs. It's also called chemo drugs. You see. So I opted. So my friend said, no, you still continue taking your chemo drugs. Don't stop. So I'm taking it now till today. Then after that, I'll rest for 1 week. Then I'll see the doctor and see what she says. So I'm still taking, but only the advantage is that I don't have side effects. Because normally chemo you have side effect. I don't have. In fact, my health recover very quickly, and I'm living a normal life now. I could
Yeah,
walk
that's
very
great.
quickly. Mm.
Yeah. I mean, when you stop taking the drug, you'll probably feel even better, I'm sure.
No, I just let the doctor release me, but I will continue taking this health food. I will continue taking as long as until that, because it's not only for cancer, it's also for the overall health, like cholesterol, diabetes, high blood, and all that, and many others. When skin problem, I saw some of my friends having skin problem, they also take it. Taking this health food, like the one I had earlier, from stem cells, which they took from the deer, and this one, you have the side effects that they warn you, whatever hidden illness will surface. He says, never mind, just ignore, continue taking, then it will cure. And it do happen. My leg itch, you see. Then after I just ignore, now stop, no more. All the hidden illness will surface. That's what they warn me whether I take the Korean or the local, the other house supplement. But now, no more. All the hidden illness. And then it will change your skin, you have a sort of better complexion and all that. So my skin has improved. So my hands are more color. Normally my hands are, I was very pale. Now I look better. So I continue taking this Korean because it's cheaper. I can't afford the other one. The other one is very good too, but I can't afford.
Well, it's really cool to hear. Thanks for sharing, Gloria.
Yeah. So actually cancer has cure, I could say. The doctor didn't dare to tell me how many months because our friend's friend, the doctor told her 8 months to live. I said, don't listen. There's a cure because I'm advanced stage. Actually, there's no cure. Stage 4, but now there's cure. So actually, the real guides actually helped me a lot. I'm sure they heal me plus guide me. In the physical world. So they guide me to the right person to help me.
Yeah, it's so cool how life works and how the guides support us here. It's really cool. Yeah.
Mm. But of course, frankly speaking, I wasn't afraid of death. When first the doctor diagnosed, I was taken aback. But then I came back. Then I'll think carefully, and then I said, never mind. I will enjoy. I told them I will enjoy life to the fullest each day. Yeah. So within my first month of cancer, I was roaming all over Singapore. Then the oncologist said, "Oh my goodness, you don't rest." I said, "Why should I need rest? I just enjoy. I go out and roam around. I go to movies. I go to some of the restaurants. I enjoy my food, everything. Because my friend told me 50% that you must be happy. You can cure yourself 50% if you are positive and happy. So my friend, my cancer survivors friends told me, don't think negative. That is why when they asked me to join the Cancer Society, I refuse to join because negative people know. Because all these people have cancer. And then after that, they'll say blah 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 blah, so sad. And my friend say, no 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 no, don't join. Be yourself and enjoy life. Because they say these people, some may not see like the way you see, they may moan, they may cry and not don't. That's why I didn't join. Actually, he says, just, to have support, join. So my friend said, no, don't join. So I was on my own. I will go to the botanical gardens. That's what they say. I'm surrounded by trees. I go talk to trees. Get fresh air, sit there, enjoy. Look at the trees. So I think most important besides that guides help us, we have to be positive. We have to be happy.
Yeah, you have to decide that you want
Yeah.
to heal, because some people
Mhm.
subconsciously they don't recognize that they're deciding to be sick and suffer because they want attention or whatever.
In fact, nobody realized I have cancer. Even the nurses told me. It says you don't know a person who has cancer. And when I told my friends, they said, "You're kidding." They say I bullshit. I said, "You must be crazy. I'm not going to catch a joke saying I'm having cancer." Then they tell me, "You don't look like one." He said, "You're so positive, so added." He said, "Your voice, Chinese, acupuncture treatment and all that. They listen to voice, He said, if your voice full of energy means you're very healthy, you're good. Then they hear my voice. He said, no, I don't think you're sick. Your voice is so full of energy. Those Chinese friends told me. He says, no, a person that was ill, they talk very feebly, no energy. Then this person is sick. He said, no, you're different. He says, I talk, I can joke, I can laugh, and I'm still working. Only that because my company, I told them I want to quit because I felt bad that my colleagues are doing overtime because I was hospitalized. Then my boss told me, no, 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 do part time. So now I work part time. And I enjoy working because I'm in the hotel line. I still meet people from around the world. So I only work three times per week. Mm. So and in fact, my company treat me very well. They had staff to assist me. They're afraid that I'll be stressed or overworked. So they told the manager arrange somebody to be with me. That means two of us. And whenever I work, there'll be two of us. So I'm happy that my company treated me very well. So they pay for all the hospital bills, everything. After the government subsidized about 80%, so the company pay. So I was with them for 8 years, you see.
Well, it's great. You'll have to write about your whole experience. Sounds like you've learned a lot, recognized a lot from the whole process. It's really cool to hear. Yeah.
I told Dwayne I don't have experiences like you see, I can't remember the real site if I go, but my experience is daily affair, which I will spot, see, through my daily affairs. Then I'll recognize, oh, this is what, this is what, this is what, or how the real guides work, to assist us. That's my experience is this way. I won't remember real side going somewhere like I do some of, them do have fantastic experience going to the real side and all that. I have been there, I know, but I can never remember. I only recognize my daily life, how the real guides help me or guide me or show me and how to be real, how to rise above the world of creation is through my daily affair. For me, I told Rebazar, I don't blame that I had this sickness. To me, I see what is true friends. Uh, when I'm having this sickness, how I see friends who's supposed to ignore me suddenly all rally to my help, who think of ways to save my life. Then I said, wow, this is what I see true friendship. So I say it's not that bad having this sickness, and seeing how friends work to help me. And some of my overseas friends flew down to see me and all. They would not do that in the past. So I say I'm grateful to see, all this. And that is why two friends saved my life by recommending me this health food. The first one, yes, it's very expensive. I told her I cannot afford because nearly 4,000. It's beyond my salary. So then Ribaza sent the second one who helped me. But every day I will focus on the A's and Ribaza and the real guide. Sometimes, I will just get guidance from them.
Yeah, it's so cool how life works. Different people
Mm,
recognize
yeah.
it in different ways, but it responds to us, depending on how we recognize it, and it's so cool. Yeah, and the real side, it's here and now, whether you're awake in your physical body or wherever you're perceiving things from. It's the is always everywhere. So yeah, it's cool.
It's now. It's just living the now. I just that's why we didn't mention the now. So now just I'm learning actually. And from Suri, I recognize step by step.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have learned all this if you hadn't maybe got sick in the first place. So
Mm,
it's interesting how it comes around. Huh?
mm, yeah. Of course, Kelsey also helped asking me to take this and that, all that stuff. So everyone's help. But this true health food is really a miracle, which they cannot mention because any government will not accept it, even in Singapore, that it can cure cancer. Because if not, the doctors and oncologists and the drug company will go bust, you see. So, not allowed to. So, it's all word. They cannot advertise, they cannot mention. They just say it's a healthy food. Even for the Korean government, their health, that one can cure the scientists, they cannot mention the cure. Because people will go against, You just say that it helps you build your immunity. Using another term, it will build your immunity system. So that's more my experience. that's
Yeah, that's great, and we're recording this so I can put it on YouTube too, so other people can hear it. If that's okay with you. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Uh, okay, and we also have Olga here. Olga, did you want to share something or? So, you're on mute there, Olga. I put you on mute because we can hear your background noise.
Yeah, hi Henry. I just wanted to say to everyone I'm really grateful to be here on this call and being our first call down under. I'm pretty excited about it. And it was really nice to hear. I'm sorry, I don't know the lady's name who was just talking then, but that was really inspiring, to hear that. And to, for her to have such courage, to take a natural way with healing her cancer, because cancer is a very scary illness. So to have that kind of courage is really inspiring to hear. So thank you for that. And I've been having quite a few experiences myself on a daily basis, and I'm just thinking, wow. And it's just like you mentioned at the end there, having the awareness and being aware of the isness and the all is. And that's something that I really like to do, before the sun goes down at night and when it wakes in the morning. The first thing I do in the morning is, go out into the garden and sing New You and just observe what's happening in the garden. Even though it's really nice and cold and brisk, I just find it's a really nice, refreshing way to start the day. And then in the evenings, I do the same thing. I go out before the sun goes down and go into the garden again and water all the plants and sing New You. So it's like my little pet I wake up to and come home to, and I really enjoy it. And that's helping me to recognise, the all is throughout the day and just being aware of what's going on around me. But recently, because I kind of work two jobs, running a business, and I work a different job inside my business, if that makes sense. But I was talking to a guy on the phone the other day, and he owns a fish and chip shop. And he's owned it for quite a few years. Anyway, I was trying to sell him some advertising, and he said to me, I only made $18,000 last year, and that was turnover. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. And he said, there's 6 fish and chip shops in this town, and they're all going broke, and they're all trying to sell out. And I thought, wow, that's really interesting, because it was only just like a week or so ago, maybe not even a week ago, that, well, maybe 2 weeks ago, that I found out that there's this write-up that's actually been put out about Fukushima, and all the nuclear waste that's been spilling out of Fukushima for the last 7 or 8 years, and how all the seafood is really infected all the way down to Antarctica. And I thought, well, that's really interesting that these fish shops are actually going broke, and they're trying to, get out of their businesses before they actually lose everything. So it actually made me really aware that people are aware of what's going on in our planet, to the point where people aren't buying fish anymore. And the reason I say that is because I did own a fish and chip shop once. And, it's actually a really, really good little business, because everybody on this side of the world love their fish and chips. And to hear that from a business owner, it spoke volumes to me that people are aware. They are aware of what's going on and what's happening with our planet. So I just wanted to share that. That was kind of the latest thing that had happened, that I just thought was really big, to me, to hear that. And that's in Australia as well, so people are really aware of what's going on and what's happening with our planet. And that sort of motivated me to listen more to what's going on. And I listened to one of Kelsey's broadcasts on YouTube, and that really got me going, where she was urging us, to step up and say something, just to speak out, because there's a lot of people out there who don't know where to start. And I hope I'm not going around in circles. But it's true. We don't know where, a lot of us don't know where to start, but the secret is just to start somewhere, If we kind of start somewhere and fumble our way through it, well, then we're really at a good space. Whereas if we wait till we're perfect and we get the perfect presentation together, well, then it's all over, basically. It's already finished. And it's a bit like starting a business. You don't start a business because you're really good at what you do. You're good. You can do better, but you actually get into it and you're fumbling and stumbling all over the place, and over time you get better at it. And that's what I saw with this. Well, there was really no more time to waste. Why don't we just get out there and see what happens, and talk to the people and give them an opportunity? And maybe just, us having this opportunity here, talking to each other about our experiences, and in doing that, we give other people that opportunity as well, to be able to share, what they're going through.
Yeah, this is fun. It's like it's a fun little chat, and